Hey loves, what's up? It's Toya Moo, and today I have a special guest. I'm gonna bring him over here. Sit down right next to me. Alright, this is J.Q. Sirls, author and illustrator of a children's book called No Monster No. Say hi.
How's it going, everybody?
And this is, what's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
There you go, everybody. Charlie Brown.
He's so cute. How old is he?
He is 4 months old, but he's done growing. This is
as big as he's gonna get?
Yep, this is it.
Did you get him as a puppy or?
I got him at 6 weeks old. He was in the palm of my hand. He was an adorable little pup. We'll probably do a little picture of him.
Can I hold him?
No problem.
I don't know nothing about dogs. What kind of dog is it?
He is a Yorkshire Terrier. Stubborn as all stuff.
Yeah, he's just not liking being picked up right now.
He loves energy and he loves ladies.
Okay. Bye, Charlie. So I had to have him on here. I'm kind of in love with this book. And my favorite part about this book, and we'll talk more about it, but I love that this book features a little girl with natural hair. And we'll show you guys a little bit more, but like, when I saw that, I kind of fell in love immediately. I'm a little bit biased. but yeah, I really wanted to talk to you about the book. Okay. And, you know, ask you a couple questions if you're cool with that.
All right.
So No Monster No is an incredible book. So could you tell us a little bit, like, what it's about, or?
What it's about. No Monster No is about a bold little girl who takes the monster under her bed to school and teaches him manners.
Okay.
I wanted to take the story, more importantly, I wanted the book to feel, yes, it's a children's picture book, but I wanted the themes and the morals and the undertone to speak to an adult, as well as a kid. So, to a child, it's an anti-bullying book. Okay. I mean, it's about a kid who takes the bully, instead of becoming a bully themselves. In most educational places, school, wherever, you have a child that deals with a bully. But most of the time, our answer for a child dealing with a bully is almost for the bully to become a bully. So it's like to match him back, to fight back. Mm-hmm. Whereas in No Monster No,
or turn the other cheek.
Where in No Monster No, it's like, hey, stand up for yourself. Mm-hmm. But maybe this bully doesn't know any better. And that's what the whole idea of taking the monster to school and teaching them manners, because maybe he doesn't know. So maybe it's your job, maybe not to be afraid or not to fight back, but maybe to be a friend that they didn't have. Because most of the time the bully is probably bullied themselves at home or something. So they might just need a friend. For an adult though, how many times do we as adults, we deal with the monsters of doubt, the monsters of fear, the monsters of hurt? I mean, think of all the things that hold you back from your purpose. And in a sense, it is its own monster. And the one thing that I feel like, and I learned from my own journey, is that those same insecurities and fears were actually my strength. So when I found a way to educate myself on my own demons, they became my actual greatest weapons for moving forward. So it's saying, okay, you're sitting on the bed of your doubts and fears, and this monster that you think is under your bed that is a monster is actually a teddy bear. And that's the thing that you'll find out in No Monster No, is that this monster that she thinks is a monster, he never calls himself a monster. It's actually a really big imaginary friend. Mm-hmm. And so it kind of goes to that point, is, are your monsters really monsters? Or are they friends in disguise that you think are monsters?
Kind of hurdles to get over to make you a better person?
Exactly.
The thing that really stood out to me is the artwork in the book. The art, it's so colorful, so rich, has so many different textures to it. Pretty high quality for a kid's book. Like, I remember when I was reading, like, you know, I mean, not to throw any names out there, but like Dr. Seuss or something, and the pages are like kind of, you know, like you can color on them and all this, and this is kind of a big step up from that. Was that on purpose, or is this how?
Well, actually, I am in the process of creating a new genre of children's picture books called designer books. So in the same aspect as we have designer toys, or even, you know, when you go to a bookstore, you see the children's book section, it looks like the stepchild of the bookstore, which annoys me. But then if you go to like the fashion side of a bookstore, or you go to like the high art side, those books are given so much attention and they're given so much love, but all they are adult picture books. And so what I feel like is that we need to give childhood the same attention to detail. See, for whatever reason, we as adults, we treat childhood like it's this disease. Like it's something that because we're adults, we grew out of it. No, you grow out of being immature, but you never grow out of being a child. And the moment you let yourself become a kid again is the moment that actually your dreams will come true. You become a visionary, you become fearless, because being childlike is being fearless. So it's something that we need. And not to go there, but in the Bible it talks about we must be like children in order to enter the gates of heaven. So somehow God is even saying we still need to be childlike. So my goal, what I've dedicated my life to, is finding a way for adults to be kids and for kids to stay kids. And I'm starting with books. And so that's why I wanted to take No Monster No, which is the first book, and really give it such a just pizzazz that when people see it, it's something more, it's something else.
What is your vision for this book and how it lives in the lives of adults and children?
Well, I can say I have a vision, but luckily there's been a couple of sales of the book.
Okay.
And so the parent feedback has definitely been, parents are excited themselves to read the book. A matter of fact, most of the adults and the parents that have bought No Monster No end up buying one for themselves and then one for their kid, just in case their kid messes it up. They have one for themselves.
Wow.
And I would say, as you mentioned the illustrations, I purposely illustrated all the pages with fabric. So it's actually from one sweater, and I manipulated the color. Yeah, from a sweater, from a Burberry sweater.
A Burberry sweater.
And I love the fashion. And so from that, I scanned it in and I made sure all the whole book looks as though it itself is stitched. And that was to go with, when you think about a bedtime story, I think of, my thoughts illustrating it was, if you're reading this in bed, and I'm a graphic designer, painter on the side, and I always think, when I think of design, I always think of all the elements around you that could complement the design. So as I'm going into this book, I'm thinking of everything around a child and around a parent that would complement, that I can make the book complement. And immediately it was teddy bear, blankets, cover, clothing. Okay, then I'll make the book out of clothing. And now from this moment forward, all books will be from a fashionable standpoint. This book is using fabric texturing, but the next book will actually have a jean page.
So you're basically building a following, and so like eventually, however many books you have, or that you create, someone can have a collection of J.Q. Sirls books.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
And their collection is very limited. So that means that instead of just this book that you can get all the time, anywhere, now there's this book that only had 500 copies printed, and you are the person that has a copy. So once again, that goes into my model of designer books.
All right, so that was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I have been looking at his hair a lot. I know this is not about the book, but like, how long have you been growing your hair?
I've been growing my dreads since 2000. I started them in 2007. I had a little fro. I just took a comb, did it myself, and I've been doing my dreads myself for almost 8 years now.
7, 8 years. That's very incredible.
I appreciate it.
I like locks.
She likes locks.
I like natural hair.
Natural hair.
Okay, so No Monster No. Where can we get this?
You can get No Monster No at moodystudios.com. It's my publishing company.
Oh, Moody Studios is yours.
Yes, Moody Studios. Yeah, the publishing company of the book is black owner, so yeah, I own the publishing company. So if you guys visit moodystudios.com, I'm pretty sure over the editing we'll put the website and things like that, so that you guys can see it, or down in the comment section. And I want to see you guys. I want to see you. Talk to me.
If you guys have any questions or comments, I'll make sure that they're forwarded to him, and we can get some answers for you guys. Again, please go check out No Monster No. It's amazing, and especially for all of you mothers out there who are looking for, books that have people that look like us in it, with natural hair and people of color, children of color. There's not that much out there, and if you really want to go out and support a great book, vision, everything, definitely go check this out. I'm leaving everything down below. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for being here and inviting me into your home. All right, bye.
Your dream, your goal, your passion, it's just like pregnancy. And I bet some of you are thinking like, how's like pregnancy? How dreams like pregnancy? So I'm going to tell you.